Minister, you're increasing the budget of Tusla by 165 million euros, and obviously Tusla has had its budget increased in successive budgets over the last number of years, and yet it's still failing in very fundamental ways when it comes to child safety. We have dozens of children who have gone missing from state care with no contact, open Garda investigations that remain unsolved. And there was a UCD report in 2023 about how there are gangs of predatory men who are exploiting girls who are within state care. Are you confident that this extra bit of money that's being put into the organisation is going to help with any of that, given that it doesn't seem to have done much in the last number of years?
To be fair, this is a very significant increase in funding for Tusla. I do want to acknowledge the great work that Tusla do. I know, last year they would have had in and around 96,000 referrals. This year, that will be well in advance of that, over 105,000 referrals. It's quite significant, the body of work that they do. And so the funding, the increase in funding that we have secured here is for a number of different elements of the work of Tusla to support them. So, for example, and I referenced it in the remarks that I made earlier, we're looking to expand resources to families, to parents, to children in local areas. So to do that, we're putting in place an additional 10 family resource centres. These are fantastic centres who provide family supports, counselling services in many instances, childcare facilities, depending on the type of family resource centre that you have. So supporting them in that respect, supporting Tusla very specifically in areas like special care, which is a significant part of their work for children who need very specialist care. Currently there are 16 beds made available. The funding is now in place to ensure that a staffed 26 beds will be made available, which is very important, and equally important that the therapies that might be required to support those children will also be provided. One of the great challenges that we have, not just in this area but across many areas, is staff being available, whether it's social workers or social care workers.
So I'm very sorry, Minister, but just on the specific question, do you think that the money that's being put in to help with all of that will create a situation where we see less children, or ideally no children, going missing from state care? Do you expect this extra budget increase to help with that specific problem?
Well, of course, all of the funding that goes into Tusla is to enhance the services that they're already providing, increase the number of social workers, find innovative ways to train up more social workers, more social care workers, to provide more residential care beds. All of that. So obviously this increase in funding will help the work of Tusla. I want to make one other point as well. We are currently working on a strategy for children in state care. There will be very strong public consultation in that, which will also inform the work of Tusla as well, and recognising the work of foster carers and all of that. But, in the round, I want to acknowledge the work of Tusla workers on the ground and what they do every single day. But this is an opportunity for additional resources to be made.
But, I'm very sorry, but I mean, in 2021, Tusla's budget was 878 million. It's now gone up to 1.3 billion. So that's a huge increase over a number of years. The problem has not been solved. This is an ongoing issue that remains a huge scandal. Your own party colleague, Lascaux Carla, John McGuinness, has said that Tusla is not fit for purpose, specifically over issues like this, children going missing. And I mean, when it comes to the historical institutional abuse that we saw, obviously that was an appalling era of our country's history. And I remember when you were speaking about that, you were actually in tears. You were moved to tears by the gravity of what had happened in a previous era of Irish history. And I believe that was something that upset you, as it upset us all.
From my heart, I want to say, uppermost in my thoughts today are the survivors. I want to thank them for their patience and their courage. I know that they have been waiting to see this report.
And yet this is something that's happening right now, and there's no solution being provided other than throwing an extra few quid at it, which doesn't seem to be doing much.
No, I think in all due respect, Ben, that is to miss the point. The additional funding that's been provided here is being provided across a variety of different resources to support the work of Tusla and to support children in particular who require state support. So whether that's providing peer support, we say for foster carers, whether that's ensuring that we have appropriate special care settings in place, whether it's ensuring that we have additional residential care spaces available, whether that's ensuring that we have additional staff available. So it's across all areas of the work of Tusla. We are providing this boost in funding to recognise the work that they do and to enhance their work going forward. That's the purpose of this increase in funding.